my viewers and my Wolfpack fam before the launch started that this is how it should be done. This is how the launch should be done, and I'd be damned if McLaren didn't do that. So I'm going to show you right now, just so you let you know that I'm keeping track of this. Right now, they've switched their screen. Coverage starts shortly for the AMR 23. So we will be presently watching that all together, sharing ideas, sharing comments, debates. Feel free to ask other subscribers, other viewers in the comments section about things and how they feel about going forward. But I will say this. Aston Martin also does have a little bit of cachet and controversy going in to the 2023 season. All right. Now, a new driver pairing, although not new to the grid. What's up, Mary Beanie? I see I got my strong, loyal fucking members and family up in here. We got Racer Reem, Diaz Uno, Mary Beanie, OG, ADVR. We got them all. Mary Beanie got the super chats going already. Here goes for the Mr. Salty Show. She said she going to sleep on them. Y'all think the Aston Martin reveal would be a snooze fest? I got to ask y'all. Poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it. I got to ask y'all this. Because Red Bull definitely was that. AlphaTauri definitely wasn't worth even trying to clue into. I was very upset and I reacted. I was very appalled and reacted to that. But do you think... I got to ask y'all. Let me see what you think. Let me see. Boop, boop, boop. All right, so here we go. Poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it. See what y'all think. Bow. There you go. Tell me how you feel about that. Tell me how you feeling. Now, okay, so some of the things that I am looking for as to going into the new season with Aston Martin is I'm pretty sure that Alonso is one of the highest paid drivers on the grid right now. Not the highest paid. Listen to what I'm saying. One of. ADVR, big champ going in. What's up with the super sticker? By the way, ADVR had one of the best super stickers in the last super chat. He had a damn like little monster turned into a chair, transforming, was dancing up. So big shout out for that. I'd like to see if anybody else does it. Ooh, 73% people saying worse. So with Aston Martin, yes, we do not have a new driver pairing per se, right? But we do have, they're not new to the grid, but they're new for each other in the team, all right? So Alonso takes off like a thief in the night on BWT Alpine and is part of the whole controversy that goes down with Oscar Piastri because Alonso takes off. Alpine panics and thinks they have somebody as a backup when they should have had him in the forefront, and then go into a whole situation that unfolds on social media as far as Oscar saying, no, I have not signed a contract with you. You're calling me as a backup date because your main date left. Alonso left. He wanted a multi-year dedicated contract. They didn't necessarily want it to structure it that way, but they were willing to give him a 1-for-1. Basically, let him get this year. If you do well, we like your performance. We'll give you another year. That also didn't sit well with Oscar sitting in the wings, waiting for his opportunity to be donned on Formula One. So in the meantime, they were going to pimp Oscar out to Williams, one of the least performing teams on the grid. I'm sure Oscar didn't like that, but stipulation, BWT Alpine missed in the contractual situation, goes to a board. Oscar gets his way to McLaren, and Alonso takes off to Aston Martin, getting a big bag from Big Daddy Lawrence Stroll. All right. ADVR, Alonso is going to ruin this team, and I feel the same way, bro. I agree with you. I agree. I said it. I don't think Alonso's going to bring anything to this team that Seb couldn't bring. I don't think the team even has a package that would allow somebody like Vettel to do what he probably could have done. Now, I know Vettel was going to be on his way out, but Vettel wasn't like any means like horribly washed. Like he could have done something had the car been there. I don't see Alonso doing anything that Seb definitely didn't do, but they were willing to give him that money. I feel like they could have saved money and got a potential driver to give them a bit more optimistic future for their seat. You literally had Nick DeVries drive for you. You could have snatched Nick DeVries up for a quarter of the money, for maybe $8 million or less, maybe even. Had Nick DeVries in your car, gave you a better opportunity and chance to actually win what he did in the Williams, he probably could have did better in the Aston. But you let Red Bull snatch him up for AlphaTauri and you go get Alonso. I just think you jump too fast on that. You jump too fast on that. Alonso was going to be there. He was going to be there. And if he wasn't there, you still had other options you could have grabbed up and been probably in the same space, if not maybe a little bit better opportunity. What's up, Ram? I see you with the sticker dancing like whoop, 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 whoop. You must be waiting for this Aston Martin. So I'm going to show you right now. They still have not started the countdown. We still are waiting for the countdown for the AMR 23. And let's get into this as well. Okay, so in this slideshow, if you remember, this rear wing brought about a lot of controversy. Mary Beatty, Salty has ruined every team that he has been in. Mary's got a point. He's bad juju. Think about it. He brings racial and very sexist type tension. It wasn't until Alonso was announced to go to Aston Martin, his fans, or maybe his fan base, and I'm not saying Alonso did it himself, but his fan base is a bit toxic like Max Verstappen's fan base. They literally ran somebody out of there where the man had to quit, drop his social media because he was getting so much hate and sexist remarks toward his sexual preference. Though that happened as Alonso was entering into Aston Martin. That's what he brings with him. I've showed you video of Alonso hating and saying shit about Lewis Hamilton. Then he go pick up the hat, saying Lewis Hamilton can only drive from the front. We've all seen that. That's bullshit. We've seen that man in Brazil sprint into the race, go to the front. Stop playing. Alonso says things just to get attention. I believe that. He says things just to get attention. Alonso's not bringing anything to Aston Martin in what you think you were paying for. You have probably paid upwards of $15 million, $20 million when you could have saved yourself some money and probably gained a bit more race pace and potential future for your team, Lawrence, but you didn't. So one of the controversial things last season was this wing development by Aston Martin. It was very controversial because the regs did not intend for the wings, the rear wings, to have anything that resembled an end plate anymore as a separate piece joining. Aston Martin found it upon themselves to be very innovative and creative. I'll give them points on that because that is what you have to do if you want to try to find those leads, those cutting edge developments to give you a bit over the competition. And they did that. Instead of composing this as two pieces, Aston Martin's engineering and development team found a way to incorporate end plate structure unison to the rear wing, working a way within the gray lines of the regulations. They were allowed to run this wing until the end of the season, but I told you all, don't be surprised if it gets banned, and it did. Aston Martin, not the only team to go through that. Blue Diva, Salty does not suit the Aston's brand image. I don't think so either. Regardless of what you think about Lance, I don't think he's a bad guy. He's not a great driver. He's teetering on being a good driver. Oh shit, ADVR coming with the super effective sticker. Bow, 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 bow. Man, don't make, hey, I'm finna show y'all right now. I'm gonna show y'all some. I'm telling you, I'm about to get it in. Y'all gonna make me get it in around here, man. You stop before I play the hula hooping video. Don't make me play the hula hooping video no more. Blue Diva, so much that their share dropped as we, hey, yo, Blue Diva has a point. Now, whether you want to ask us to completely prove the direct connection that the signing of Alonso caused the dip in their stock, I also would say Alonso's fan base caused the dip in that stock according to what happened, which was a malicious act on their behalf to cause a person to delete their social media or at least go inactive because they were getting so much hate speech as far as their sexual preference. Indeed, their stock prices did fall within that time period. It's not a great situation. Not a great situation at all. All right. I'm just being straight up honest and real with you. So as I was saying about the rear wing situation, there were other teams that we had on the grid that came up with innovative ways, trying to find their way around the new regulations, trying to find a way to manipulate or develop things that would give them the cutting edge. One of those teams was Mercedes with their front wing end plate designs, with so much intricate things in there, the serrations, the vanes, all of that. They've changed the regulations in order to eliminate so much innovation going into the front wing end plate. So therefore, Mercedes's direction was kind of pretty much banned. Red Bull coming up with a way to use the rear beam wings in a way maybe not so much intended, because they were kind of like one plane, although two different components not joined together, but set up to where they kind of acted on one surface. They found they pretty much went and separated those rear beam wings to manipulate more of that air, get more drag or not, whatever they wanted to do. That I told you probably would not get banned, because even I was in agreement the way they did that, because they were literally two different components just set up in a way it was like one surface area. So they didn't really change much. They just arranged it differently. So I didn't think that would get banned, and rightfully so, it did not. And then in regard, oh, wait a minute, we about to be on, just hold on. It's time for us to get it popping, get it locking. It's reveal time for Aston Martin. Look, they using the drone. We got drone footage. I love drone footage. You can see the green door. Let's go through the green door.
But tonight, it's the venue for the reveal of the AMR 23.
Ooh, look at that green. All right, let's see. Okay, they coming in right. Now this is how you come in. You come in, coming in right.
For me and for the team as well, it's really the first year that the team has put in place different concepts on the car, a real structure for the future.
It's going to be interesting to see their side pod design. Is it going to be Ferrari-like, or will it still be Red Bull-like?
The work we're embarking on with Aramco is all focused on establishing a long-term technical legacy.
Well, the new building gives us a lot
so
of
Wildcat, latest VIP Tier 1 member.
From last year, and very exciting.
Oh, they using a lot of RPV drone in here. That's what I'm talking about. I like this night shot thing though. It's like suspense. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they doing in the dark? What are they developing? Secrets. Nice. Now, AlphaTauri did something like this, but they were just packing up ship, and then they didn't do shit but show us clothes.
The new factory is going to be a game changer, and having a partner like Cognizant is invaluable.
Let's go.
In the next 3, 4, 5 years, Aston Martin will become a top team for sure in Formula One.
I do like that green though. Now, last season they had one of the best looking cars out of the gate for the 2022 launches. Will that be the same thing this season going into 2023? All right, decent video. Okay, similar to last season. They got the flag draped up and dripped out. Know what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see it. Now, let's see if they do better than McLaren or same. I could deal with same. Or will they go Alfa Romeo on us?
2023 car launch. What a start we've had already. The sound of this year's launch is an exclusive release of Rain Radio's latest track, Colours. You'll hear that throughout the event. And I should add also, there will be flashing images as well throughout our launch.
Okay,
tonight.
Nobody gets seizures.
Now, we are very excited to be here at the team's spectacular new factory. This is the first building in a multi-building campus right on the doorstep of the famous Silverstone circuit. And it's due to be operational in just a few months.
It's all right. Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Take your time.
To usher in the all-new AMR 23. There is so much energy and excitement around this team right now as it enters the next phase of its plans to shake up the order. Well, the key ingredients are coming together. There's a fresh and dynamic driver lineup that's spearheading that team. We've also got new blood across the technical and the leadership departments too.
Alonso is not fresh. He's definitely aged
in
cheese.
The flesh and the broader team around it all together in one place for the very first time. But first of all, let's welcome to the stage, please, the person behind it all, the executive chairman of Aston Martin Aramco Cognizant Formula One team, Lawrence Stroll.
Here we go. Big Daddy Lawrence, big baller, billionaire Lawrence coming to the stage like, yeah, I foot the bill around here. I'm the Jerry Jones of this ship over here. I paid damn Alonso all that
Lawrence,
money
it's
to
great
really do
see you
nothing.
again. First of all, how's your winter been? Busy, I guess.
Very busy.
I like that they got the car on site, so that's a good thing. That's what I like to see. Car really on site.
Pushing the guys along at Gaydon, introducing our next generation new exciting sports cars that are coming. So it's been very exciting.
Good to launch this today and see so many friendly faces as well.
Yes, that's for sure.
I know you've said recently you've never worked so hard as you have on this project. Just explain to us why this is so important to you and what's behind your vision.
Let's
well,
go.
This is an incredible brand. As you know,
What's up,
it's our
Jay Starship?
110th year anniversary.
What's up, Marciano?
Automotive companies.
I see y'all, the fan pouring up in the chat.
History. And this was a project I embarked on a few years ago to create the hopefully one of the greatest Formula One teams that will be. And the building, as you rightfully point out, is one step. The people are another step. We already had 400 very talented people that punched above their weight before. We've basically doubled that head count, and we've added
Lawrence, stop playing, man.
Nothing like it in Formula
What you
One
talking
today.
about?
State of the art, and doesn't compare to anything else that exists. And we're doing the same thing in the road car side of the business. You know, we've introduced the greatest SUV in
Somebody
the world.
need to put that goddamn silence on their phone. Text messages and shit coming through.
So the passion
Put that shit
comes
on
from
vibrate.
excitement.
Watch
And
my
when I
phone
get
ring as I'm
excited
talking
about
shit.
something, I get very passionate. And when I get very passionate, I win.
This is good to hear. This is good to
Oh,
hear.
you
Also,
wasn't
though,
passionate
your
last
history
season?
with motorsport goes
Let's
back
see.
further than maybe a lot of people realise, and it's really in your blood, isn't it? Your love
Yes,
for motorsport.
well, as a fan forever, got involved a little bit in the early 90s with Team Lotus. Understood
Big shout out to Lotus.
what to do and what not to do. It was a very learned experience, and some of those lessons I've brought here. But yes, it goes way back.
When you bought this team with a vision. We're here in year 3 of this journey. We're in this amazing new factory, and there's been more growth as well, hasn't there, around the team? Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, as I've just mentioned, we've basically doubled the head count. We've brought in, we've already had some extraordinary people.
How's that
in
gonna be for the
business.
cost cap?
It was successful before I took it over, but the people we recently brought in with the people we currently had are bringing this to a whole new level. And as I say, looking forward to be fighting for world championships in the future. Formula One, like any other business, is a journey. This will only be our 3rd year in this journey. And as I think everybody knows, whether it's Formula One or any other business, takes a little longer than 3 years. But the plan this year is to make a step.
That is
and
true.
Next year, make another step, and the year after another step, until we're winning and ultimately fighting for world championships.
The factory we're standing in right now feels like a real statement of intent from the team. Would that be fair to say?
I'd say it's a game changer. You know, what you saw earlier today, where we're currently working out of, it was over 30 years ago where Eddie Jordan had started.
Oh, I like this. I like this. This cool.
significantly outgrown that.
Getting a little virtual tour. That's different. First time we've seen this in a launch thus far.
Had a couple of years wait, but it couldn't come too soon, and it is a game changer. Everybody will be able to sit together, communicate.
That's
better.
nice.
Departments will be closer to where they should be a complete different working environment. And the formula for a winning Formula One team is people, process, and tools. This will be the greatest tools. We already have some of the greatest people. And we'll put in the processes.
Okay.
First ever smart
People,
factory as well.
y'all remember that.
Yes, the
PPT.
first ever smart
People,
factory Formula One.
processes,
That's very
and
It's gonna be
tools.
incredible. The imminent
Okay.
future, though, is here.
Yes.
The AMR.
How about no more racial remarks
Under this
and
cover.
shit like
It's
that?
come together through a lot of
Maybe
hard work.
that character.
Tremendous amount of hard work. By,
Integrity.
as I say, close to 800
That
very,
helps too.
very devoted, dedicated people. The motivation when you walk around the factory, the excitement of the people in building this car, there's really a buzz. There's a buzz through all of Aston Martin, through here in Silverstone, through our road car companies in Gaydon.
Okay, so now we with Lawrence a little bit too longer than I like.
Very motivated.
Like, this is a little bit more longer than I like. This is too long, so now I'm starting to get a little questioning on the rest of this launch. We're going to see.
We're going to do it.
You're known as an incredibly successful businessman, but Formula One, as we know, is a results-based business. While the team hasn't challenged for titles yet, you've touched on it a little bit there with the ingredients. Do you feel you've got all the right ingredients in place now to achieve your goals?
I think we have most of the right ingredients in place. The one ingredient we're missing is a bit of time.
Told y'all.
And there's
I gotta
no
save my
replacement
medicine.
for time. But from a managerial, executive level, from a personnel level, yes, I believe we have all the right people in place. And this building again brings a whole new dimension and dynamic.
Poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it.
We just need to be, which I don't have a great deal of patience required to get to where we ultimately want to be. We will get there.
The desire to win is definitely there, that's for sure. You've got a very skilled and dedicated workforce here, haven't you? But you can't take this journey alone. You need your partners.
Partners are critical. We have some spectacular partners in Cognizant, for example, Aramco, who not only sponsor but help technically in driving the team forward through the personnel they give us, through the technology that they share with us. No, we have
poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it.
Great fans. We have a tremendous following in Aston Martin. And really, since Aston Martin has come back to Formula One, we're going back to our roots. The level of fan engagement and the level of excitement from the younger generation, and we see it through our sales of our road cars.
Okay. Now we're talking about the road car sales.
Dramatically since Aston took to the track.
You mentioned it there, touched on it. It's a big, big
See,
anniversary.
this shit too long, man. This too long.
Years. How important is the sport to Aston Martin growing its legacy?
You got to change it up. They starting to go downhill.
The sport,
Lawrence being Mr. Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones always got to be in front of the camera, talk the longest, talk the most, before and after, on his podcast. This some Jerry Jones type shit right here.
Business itself is on fire. The fan engagement is spectacular. It's doing what it's supposed to do.
083, what's happening, bro? Big shout out for the super sticker.
DNA. It's bringing the DNA back to what.
And big shout out to Ben Xbox Fortress gifting somebody a membership.
Lawrence, thank you so much.
And big shout out to 3 people that did super likes. Cornbread, Lawrence trying to get his 15 minutes of fame since he's spending all that money. You right. He's spending all that money. He said, I'm going to talk as long as I want to. Y'all can talk to the other people as little as we got. But if this shit, we 12 minutes past the hour, all right? 12 minutes past the hour, coming up on that halfway 30-minute mark.
And at a fan event in London as well. So we eagerly await the launch of the AMR 23. It is not long to go now.
ADVR, love the Willie T. Riz picture. Big facts, bro.
Please welcome team principal, Mike
Big shout out. Thanks for taking recognition of that, bro. All right, here we go. Hey, listen, we getting to talk to the team principal right here. Although, you know, not a lot changed, but hey, we getting to talk to him.
And I always ask, how's your week?
Let's see what he says.
For you, I imagine it was pretty busy and maybe not much time off.
Not too long, please.
Not much time off, you're right. I got my first Silverstone winter this winter, so it was not only busy, but quite wet and cold as well.
To those who aren't aware, you've got a fantastic history in motorsports. So tell me, how does this compare?
I'm telling you, by now we was already there with McLaren.
I'm very privileged to be part of this very ambitious project, huge potential. If you see the amount of investment that is going on here, it's just incredible, and it shows the ambitions that we're having. We are only in year 3 now for Aston Martin, year 2 for me, but you see already things are coming together.
The will to succeed as well is hugely important. You can feel it here as well.
Exactly, yes.
Abu Dhabi seems like an age ago. 2023 will be your second season with the team. How are you feeling heading into the season?
Well, I think last year we saw that from the middle of the season we really made very good progress. The team is really on a high.
This motherfucker still talking? Where's the car? Where's the car? Lift the sheet up.
Forward from where we have been.
Damn it already.
We don't know where we're going to end up, but I think everybody
Mr. J thought we was here for a car reveal. Too much talking. You know what we want to see. Thank you, Mr. J. Tell him. Tell him again.
Changed a little bit as well. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the setup there?
Don't tell us no more about that shit. We seen the office buildings. We seen the virtual tour. We talked to Jerry Jones, Lawrence Stroll. Come on, man. Shit.
Them in a workforce that was already very strong before, and it made us even a lot stronger. We have spoken about the facilities we have now. We are outgrowing them. So
we know, we heard. Lawrence told us already.
Really game changer.
He talked about the new building already.
Working together.
Yeah, he said that too already.
It's an exciting driver lineup for 2023, of course. What are you expecting?
How exciting is it really? How exciting is it really?
It's fine.
Judical McBudical. This ain't long. This ain't long as much as it's bad. Check the share price. Hey, we talk about money now, for real, for real.
Champion. And
check the share price, shall we?
That he's deserving. We have seen in the past podiums.
Let me see what we got right here. Some motherfucking shares.
Fernando, huge speed. Determination.
What the hell did he just say?
The hunger that Fernando is having is really inspiring for all of us as a team, and he has already played.
Oh my gosh!
This
guy
we have not
playing.
only these two. We have also Formula 2 champion Felipe Drugovich, we have Formula Euro champion Stoffel van Dorn, and our ambassadors Jessica and Pedro. So I think we're all set up really well for this season.
All this damn talking. Mary Beanie, snooze fest.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Part
Thank you.
3, show the damn car. You right, Mary Beanie. Shit. Wildcat, Papa got all the gray from Lawrence Wrecking.
Well, as we mentioned, there is a new driver lineup this year.
Oh, God. Hey, they messing up 15 minutes. Halfway through.
The energy and the purpose of this team.
We got a midway video. So it's looking like we might go to 30 minutes. We got a midway video.
Nearly everything to me. As a child, I never imagined to become a Formula 1 driver. That was a dream.
It's been a big part of my life since a very young age.
Racing to me is everything because I
Aston Martin's stock price, if you want to go grab some shares, is $2.23.
No matter how
if you're thinking about it, it's $2.23 right now.
When you are
just saying,
you know, always the same.
A lot cheaper last time. If I had bought when they had the debacle, I could have made some money, really. I should have bought when they had that whole thing launch, and I would have made some money.
Yeah.
Damn, I'll watch out for it next time.
As racing drivers, really like the speed, and something that you can get in the F1 car is something, you know, ridiculous. It's so fast.
We love the speed, but for me, what is the most important is the competition.
The whole team has to have the same energy and has to believe that is possible.
Excuse me.
Hello, Mike. How do you feel ahead of the season?
Very good. Everything is progressing.
I'm extremely proud of the team's efforts. They've done an amazing job. And the teams are working desperately hard. The last 12 months in particular, culminating in really the birth of AMR 23.
We have you here finally,
shit. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go make some waffles.
I hope you are the same.
I'll leave this shit up and then I'll come back. How about that? I'm going to make some waffles and come back. And I could probably make waffles in the same amount of time before they even show this damn car. Just like no bullshit. Judical McBoodical. Slytherin House of F1. Slytherin House of F1. Oh shit. We got motherfucking damn Harry Potter references going on in here.
Every one of them is important.
Oh, what off?
We all are a very motivated group of people, and the only way that we're going to win races is by working together.
This year is going to look so
like that Jessica Hawkins, huh?
So passionate to want to win.
I think this team has really grown a lot over the last 12-18 months, and I think it's only the beginning.
I believe. That's the word, that's the message.
Aston Martin is just so special. It's true heritage.
It's been built around a race team, a Formula 1 race team. There is a strong energy in the team that makes you feel we're unstoppable.
Now we're ready for the year.
She got a bucket cap on. I like that bucket though. Okay, it's car time.
Well, it's not just the driver squads. More than 700 great men and women, both at the track and at the factory, who make it possible for the team to go racing around the world, have poured their hard work and their energy into the AMR 23. Are you ready?
Yeah, we've been ready, damn it. Shit. Are they really fucking starting another countdown to show us the car? They're starting a countdown after the countdown, after all the talk down to show the car? Oh my gosh, if this is not a pure example of wasting time, it's literally showing you that they're wasting time. Oh my goodness. If this car don't look anything shorter than the best Knight Rider green car I've ever seen in my life with a bit of Airwolf mixed in it, I'm about to be pissed.
Aston Martin was forged on the track, and we're still here at the pinnacle of motor racing 110 years later.
All the green flakes. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This shit right here. Oh my gosh.
We have left no stone unturned.
I'm super motivated. This is
so we had a countdown that you didn't even stick to. A countdown to start more talking and green flakes, which the green flakes look cool. But what the hell?
Working so hard every day.
It's just the branding that the team needs to move forward.
Could you lift the damn flag up already? Could you lift it up? Shit! Please! Please, this is torture. This is torture.
Where that's going to take us.
Oh my gosh. Red pill, blue pill. Morpheus is going to come out of nowhere. Next thing I know, Keanu Reeves is going to flip down from the top in a black trench coat. Oh my gosh. They literally used the Matrix shit right here. Oh my goodness. What the hell is going on? Oh man. Is there going to be a magic trick? Is this shit going to float off? This right here is a bunch of special effects for nothing. Mary Beanie, he who must not be named salty. What the FOMG? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're really doing this. They're really doing this. I'm telling you, Morpheus better come out. Morpheus and Neo better come out. Oh my goodness. And they bring one dude walking, one dude jogging damn near in place. What the fuck? It's dark, guy. We can't see your face. You can turn around. What the hell is going on? I ain't even excited no more. That shit was so over the top for something that was so not on the same level. I'm literally like, all right, well, when's this shit gonna be over? It's still the Green Bull, and that was Boo Boo, Boo Boo, Doo Doo.
Well, Lance, Fernando, nice to see you both.
Hello.
What do you think, Lance?
Yeah.
Cut the damn music off.
Fernando,
Hopefully it
first
drives as good as it looks.
Well, they say if it looks good, it's going to be quick, right?
Yeah, we'll find out
That's
in a
not
couple
true.
Weeks, but very exciting. It looks great. It's always an exciting day.
The thing is, it can look quick and not be really fast.
Fernando, your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks great. It looks amazing. So yeah, we just need to make sure that it's fast. It's up to us now on every race we can, and I can't
Alonso literally got right up out of bed and came to the reveal.
Lance, how was your winter? We saw you've been
Sylvia
skiing.
Wick,
Enjoy
Mr.
that?
Salty
Yeah,
got a
it was
jog
fun.
with those little legs. I
Nice
know.
winter
Lance
training.
like, he
yeah,
like,
spent a bit of
hold
time
on,
away,
hold on,
with
Lance.
some friends and
for every one of Lance's steps, it's like fucking
Fernando, this is
5
the
or
start
6
of a
steps
new
for
chapter
damn
for you this year. How's it been getting to know
Alonso.
your new team?
Yeah, it has been quite
Blue Diva.
quite amazing.
That's
to be honest.
last
You know,
year's
the
car.
last few months we've been in contact, and obviously from
All
January,
that
I've
for
been here
nothing.
in the factory, some simulator
I would have gave them some
sessions,
points had they
meeting
came out with the
people,
Matrix crew or something.
And yeah, also visiting the new facilities that they will be ready soon. And I feel this energy. A lot of things going on in the team now. New people that joined the technical department last year. This new factory, new wind tunnel soon. New driver, so everything is good. And,
New driver, everybody. I'm here, Alonso. Remember me? I won 2 championships too. Crashgate. Don't worry about that. I'm here. All the racing shit that my fans do and section shit my fans do. Don't worry about that. I'm here. I'm Alonso. I'm Alonso, the most high attendance driver in Formula One history. It's me.
Shows how ambitious everything is here in this project. The leadership of
damn,
Lawrence,
whose phone is that? Whose phone is that? We've getting text. Whose phone is that? Cut that shit off. I saw the guy. I saw him right there. Escort his ass out. Escort him out.
So hopefully we can make this success come in as soon as possible, and we will try to make some shortcuts there.
Lance, this is your 3rd year as an Aston Martin driver. What
Those
are your
side
goals
pods are a bit. I think they're a bit more pushed
I
back.
think we want to be competitive. We improved a lot throughout the year last year. We started in a really difficult place, but we made a lot of progress. And towards the end of the year, we were, in a position to score points consistently. And
somebody doesn't know how to whisper. Somebody was whispering loud as hell in the background.
To make
this is ass right now.
Progress through the year. And then coming into this year, I think it's just really exciting for everyone. This car is completely different. A lot of work over the winter has gone into to building this car. A lot of new ideas, new people on top of the.
We heard all about the new people.
That have
Congratulations,
been here,
new people.
For a long time. A lot of new people joined over the last year or so. So I think it's just a really exciting time for the team. And just can't wait to get out on track and get behind the wheel.
And you've got a new teammate as well alongside you.
Oh yeah, and a new
yes, you said we know. We know.
And finally, what are your expectations for this year at the wheel of this car? It's part of the journey, I know, that Aston Martin are on, and the ambition in the end is to win titles. So what are your expectations for this year?
I thought they
I think
just
if,
said
we
that.
can consistently be fighting for good points, you know, podiums if you know the chance is there. You know, I think it's just about, you know,
Lance, you got to do your best not to run into people. You did a horrible job last season at that. Try not to run into anybody.
At the beginning of the year, and then, you know, we just missed out on 6th in the constructors, equal on points with Alfa Romeo, which was
Mary
actually a great
Beanie.
recovery in the second
Hey,
half of the
Salty, get
season.
used to seeing
And
the
I
back
think
of
this
Lewis's
year,
car.
you know, if we're
Oh,
fighting
shit.
further up the field again.
Pass you, buddy.
You know, that's got to be the goal. And yeah, you know,
We're 5 minutes from the 30-minute mark. Remember what I said? 30 minutes is like the sweet spot. McLaren did an awesome job for us.
Yeah, very similar. I
Galacticos!
think we have to make
Looks
sure
the
that we
same.
have,
No new color. What
a
the
good
hell?
baseline
I
for
know. I would have
future
thought they would have brought more of that,
Aston Martin
like,
cars that will come in the
highlighter,
future.
that
Last
citrus
year,
green
I think
in
the
or
team
something.
Went through with some difficulties during the first part of the year, but they had a good second part of the year. So we have to see that progress also into 2023 with the feet in the ground. But you know, we will not be happy with 4th. We will not be happy with 3rd. We will not be happy with 2nd. So
Okay, that's how you.
we
That's
cannot win immediately.
that's how
but,
you supposed to
that's
be.
something
I'm not
that
gonna
we need to
knock
make
him
sure
on that.
This car is the baseline for future years.
Great stuff. Thank you very much. We have a question.
Big shout
now.
out to
A very
ADVR
special
for the
group
biggest
here
super chat,
today,
doing his
standing
thing with
just in
that
front of me,
crazy
joined
super
us
sticker.
from Raspberry Pi, a cognizant global philanthropy and outreach program.
Oh my gosh.
UTC,
They
and
just screwed it up, y'all. They doing too much. They just screwed it up. ADVR, the simple way to pull it,
Rachel
put
Brooks,
it,
have our friends from
fuck Alonso.
UTC. You say the car looks
Damn.
beautiful, amazing, beautiful. From Raspberry Pi, which is a computer technology charity. The car
It's good to
looks
talk to the kids, though.
Really pretty.
really pretty. This is great. It's a good start. Now we've settled on that, we have a question for one of our drivers. It's all yours.
Yeah, for Lance, growing up, who was your biggest idol?
Same shit,
Michael
different
Schumacher.
year. Aston Martin.
Choice.
No, it's you know what, I was just a fan of the sport growing up. I loved racing. You know, I watched Fernando in my young years.
Of course you're gonna say that. You know you was really watching Lewis and you did was not fucking with Alonso like that probably.
At the time.
Right, be honest, right.
So, you know,
Keep it
really
real.
happy to have Fernando in the team now, and you know, really excited to work together.
Alonso probably
Those
not
05,
like
06
that.
Seasons, they must have got you out of bed early there, Lance. Who's your idol? No?
My idol's Fernando Alonso.
Stop lying! Stop lying! He lying! That kid just lied in front of everybody. He lying.
Can we get an autograph later?
Of course.
He is lying.
You still get Lance's autograph. You do, don't you, as well? He'll get yours too. The rivalry begins. Great stuff. Noah, well done. Thank you very much. Thank
Freak
you,
dog
Crofty,
flair.
as well. Thank you very much.
Not gonna
Fernando,
lie,
Lance, we
but the
look forward
drivers
to seeing
sound
you take
tired.
This beauty out
Yeah.
onto the track at
Not as tired as we are
tomorrow
watching this
in,
lame
just a
duck
week's
shit.
Time. And thank you for your time. For the time being, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll.
Thank you.
We're done. The time being, shit. Does that mean we not done? 2 minutes off the 30-minute mark. We not done yet.
Yes, not long to go until we'll see the car on track. But let's go for a little bit of a deep dive under the hood of this AMR 23. I'm very pleased to say we'll be joined now by Technical Director Dan Fallows.
Right. He probably got some tickets. Believe that shit.
Dan, good to see you. Responsible for delivering this for those to drive. But you're a recent hire at the team, having joined last year. So what's been the biggest change to this year?
Well, I think you
The
can see
Galacticos
that the car
is
very, very
Alonso
different from
really
last year.
that
We're
has
95%
short little man in it. Alonso really does have little man syndrome. Yes, brother.
We went into this year, this development phase, trying to be bold, trying to be aggressive, and trying to take on the lessons from last year. As Lance alluded to, we did make quite a bit of progress through AMR 22. We wanted to make sure that this is a sensible evolution of that, but it also gives us a really good platform to develop on. But at the same time, to make
Sylvia
sure
Wick Kelly, Alonso paid that kid to say that. He did. Was like, good job, buddy. Good job. I'm glad you did.
To make sure that they really push themselves. And I think
I gave your mom those tickets, gave your dad some backstage pat. You know, I'm glad you did.
Lots of
All right,
regulation
good job.
changes.
Don't
Kind of
say
left it
anything
wide
else. You're
open
good where you
in
are.
terms of the interpretation of those regulations, and that caused quite a few teams problems in terms of which route they would take with that. So how have the team countered that this year, and how have you adapted to the small regulation changes that have come in?
So I think firstly on the 22 regulations, you can see that the cars were very different last year, obviously from 2021, but they were very different from each other. There were a lot of different interpretations around the rules. We eventually found our own philosophy, found a direction that we were happy with, and you can see that reflected here. I mean, I think the things that really stand out from last year are the front end, the front wing particularly, right through to the kind of the side pods. These are the very sort of aggressive features that we've been working on. So these are all evolutions, if you like, of the rules as they were. The new rules that have come in for this year, they're not particularly big, and I think visually, the cars will be quite similar, but there are some fairly significant
They do.
for us.
I'm telling you, they keeping it going. But the most thing I noticed, man, I'm telling y'all, like, I think those side pods are pushed back or pushed up. There's something different with those side pods. I'm going to have to compare it to other pictures, but those side pods look a little bit more pushed up, and that top part swept back a bit more.
We also have this roll hoop change, so you can see a lot of people have a new design of airboxes. This is to be, again, to have a stronger roll structure at the top of the car, which I think
because after what happened to Joe,
is always obviously on our minds. And the other one, which is perhaps a little bit more subtle, there have been some changes to the floor regulations for this year. So the floors have had to be raised in the middle of the car. That's to try to combat this porpoising or the bouncing of the car.
ADVR, the greatest driver of all time, undisputed, 1 in 100 years. If that Willie T. Ribbs, oh man,
the car, which we had to combat that. So not only did we have to make a big step,
I don't know about that one. The greatest driver of all time, undisputed, number 1 in 100 years, at Willie T. Ribbs. Ooh.
But we don't see this problem that the drivers have with the bouncing as well.
I don't know, bro.
Last year, I'm not going to lie.
Better than Lewis?
The team's moving here to this fantastic factory later this year.
If he is better, he's very shortly accomplished than Lewis is, for sure. That's almost, damn, I don't know. That's a good conversation to be had, though, but I don't know.
Design perspective,
Willie T did a lot in other little series and driving, but the fact he didn't get the opportunity to perform in Formula One and really show us what he had, it kind of leaves that resume incomplete, but definitely historic, monumental driver in the game, and open and crack the door for people of color to get in the race cars, black people to start driving. But
for the rest of the business,
he got slighted too. So yeah, big salute to Willie T. Ribbs. I reached out to him several times to try to bring him on the podcast. No response as of yet. Heard he's kind of funny about shit. Did one with Crofty, though.
We're also going to have our own wind tunnel, which from a point
that
of
was
view,
cool.
The technical side is incredibly beneficial to us, and we can't wait for that to come online.
Damn, Carlos, you coming with a debate right there, bro.
One of our Aramco guests, Aramco employee.
Oh, my gosh.
Ibrahim, he wants to know, we saw a huge amount of development for the AMR 22 last year, particularly
Freak Dog Flair, big shout out for the super sticker there.
How much of this launch spec car do you think will still be there at the end of this season?
Well, that's an excellent question.
That is a good question. That was a good question to ask on live.
Development we'd like to do. It is definitely a step on last year's car, but we always see that this is a platform to keep developing on. I would say, you could expect up to 2/3 of the car to be different by the time we get to the end of the season.
Right.
It's as much of that. I mean, we always look.
Galacticus, at least they give it more tech updates. Will it work? I do like that part. I do like that part that they are giving a little bit more tech talk and updates about it. Probably because they know, like you said, this car's going to change drastically. Like what we're saying or showing you now, it's going to change when we hit the track tomorrow. All right, now it's time to wrap this shit up. Time to wrap it up. You already fall off. You definitely not. You've fallen. Time to wrap it up.
I believe Crofty is here somewhere. Crofty, you're going to introduce us to more of the driver roster for 2023.
Yes, I'm here with the driver squad. Felipe Dragovic, whose idol is Lance Stroll.
Felipe!
He's going to redress the balance from young Noah there a little bit earlier. But as F2 champion, what are you going to be up to this year?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think Lance is not so much older than me, but, I was watching him growing up, I would say. But... I got this opportunity with Aston this year. I'm going to be following the team throughout most of the races.
Oh, my, keep trying. Good, damn goodness. Keep trying to just drag this shit out.
You've already been hard at work in the sim. Can you give us any little teasers as to how this car might perform?
Well, in the sim, it's feeling amazing. Obviously,
listen, you all, this is great and grand.
How much the others are going to improve, but
goodness damn gracious,
in a right way to improve. And as they just said, hopefully this is a good platform to keep developing.
And last year was 50 years since Emerson Fittipaldi became
Hole in the chat. Show some love. We got our Starship back. Damn right, Jay Starship. What's happening?
We want to see you on the grid one day. Brazil wants to see you on the grid one day.
Yeah, that's the main goal. I'm working really hard to be representing Brazil there one day. As you can see now, with me coming into the team, we have new partners with XP and Porto. I think helping out the team. Brazilian partners is always good. And I'm working really hard to be there one day, and hopefully I can represent Brazil there.
And whilst you and Stoffel Van Dorn will share the reserve driver duties, Jessica Hawkins as team ambassador and also driver development. What are you going to be doing?
Poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it.
It's the same as my previous 2 years. So this is my third year with the team. I'll be working closely with Pedro as well. It's great to be working with some new faces. But yeah, no, it's great to be part of a developing team, a team that are very hardworking, and I'll be learning as much.
Poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it.
It's great to have access to the simulator now. So I had my first go on the simulator last year, which was amazing. So yeah, working hard behind the scenes.
How much, and this is now the third year with Aston Martin, how much has that aided you working alongside Lance, Sebastian last year, Fernando this year, Pedro you mentioned, and of course Felipe?
Yeah, I mean, a Formula One car is quite different to the cars
you gotta wonder, like, what has she been doing?
Although they're very similar and they take similar pieces from the puzzle, they're really quite different. But there are so many other things that I can be learning, like processes, communication, the things engineers and all the drivers look for in their processes and the way they go about things. So yeah, whilst they're not directly the same, there are so many similarities. So yeah, I can learn a lot.
Now, 1998, you were not even thinking about racing at that stage yet, 3 years old, slightly older, 13 I think at the time, Pedro de la Rosa. You were a test driver here at Silverstone for Jordan. Place has changed a little bit since you've come back.
Yeah, what are you trying to say? I mean,
how time flies, Pedro.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely, and it's incredible for me to be here. I'm extremely proud to be part of this team. Let's not forget, as you say, in '98 I arrived here for the first time.
I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it.
And I remember
Hawkins being there
to meet Eddie Jordan
is lightweight, almost kind of criminal to Aston Martin.
Overall, I would say.
Because I don't think we've seen enough action of her being matching the fact that supporting women in racing as much as we just seen her in the background. Like, we haven't really seen her doing much, and I think they should be doing much, or she should take a step off and go do something else. I would have liked to see if she would have ended up going to that F1 Academy and being in that or doing something, because I haven't heard her announce for that, just to get in the car and start showing them like all the things I've learned at Aston will have me shoot up the charts out of this F1 Academy and into F3. Watch and see. I would have liked to see something like that, something bold like that. Freak Dog Flair. On the upside, they have more women junior drivers. That is, I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
What sort of a driver are Aston Martin getting for this year and next?
Well, I'm glad you asked this question and that he's not listening to me right now.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
He's a competitive animal, you know. I mean, this.
Yes, he's a competitive animal. All that good shit. La da la.
Every day you spend with him, you learn something new, and that's really.
And this is great. So listen, I honestly cannot and will not do this shit to me or you as family.
Grab all that experience.
This shit
and apply it
is done. It is done. I'm telling you right now, we are done with this. That's great, but listen, they milked the hell out of that. I'm sorry, I can't do that to y'all. I can't do it. They milked the hell out of that shit. And it's going on long. We saw the car. We didn't see as much of it. It's kind of shady, but I like the fact they talked a little bit more about techie stuff as far as what was going on with the car. So I really do like that. I think there's more to be done to bring Jessica Hawkins up as a woman and other junior women drivers in their camp that they could have been done. This F1 Academy is out. Will we see her in that and kind of show? Because I mean, if she says she needs to learn more, but she's actually been there, it would be nice to see. Jamie Chadwick went over to Indy next. If Jessica Hawkins gets in the F1 Academy, it would be nice to see if everything that you've been exposed to in Aston Martin, let's see how it has helped you to shoot up the charts and get into F3 and then perform from there. I already told you all what I think, some things that F1 Academy came really light on that I wish they would have done better on. And I went over those things in that video, so you can check that video out. But yo, we done with this shit. Like, they showed us the car. They took long to do that. They wasted a lot of goddamn time. Now they just jab. Cool. AMR 23. Aston Martin, you damn sure don't have one of the best launches. We like the green. Side pods look a bit different. Maybe we talk about that. Maybe we don't. But that launch is over. I'm really glad y'all pulled up, showed up with your boy over here, Wolfpack, and joined the fam. I really appreciate that, man. And Carlos ADVR definitely brought about a topic that could be debated and we can look into. And I think it is something interesting to talk about. But I do think the deafening answer at the end of that debate will be, no doubt, with resume, accomplishments, and stats, Lewis Hamilton is proven to be the best and better driver and definitely have the better career out of the two. But Willie T. Ribbs definitely has has enough to have an argument there about his accolades and what he had done to change and affect the pathways as far as motorsports for black people and even those before him. So I think there's a debate there to have, but yeah, that shit was turning into a goddamn nap, and I'm not trying to go to sleep again on it. So hey, big shout out. Aston's out tomorrow morning. I'm going to be here. Ferrari decided to launch on Valentine's Day. Although early as butt ton in the morning here, like 5 a.m. on Valentine's Day. They better come with some hot shit. That's all I got to say. And it better be boom, 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 bow. Wow, that shit looks great. It better be something like that. It better be something like that. So, hey, we'll see what goes on. Big shout to you all. Thanks for pouring up for the watch. We're going to be here live again tomorrow. I might be live again late on the night. You never know what I might do. You know how my work has to get pop. I get excited and I just be like, bam. Let's talk about this shit. Let's show them what's up and what's going on. Season's about to get cranking. I got my new waffle maker. I'm about to have new race day waffles. We got Wolfpack VIP members popping out like goddamn carrots. And I'm telling you, 24 karat gold around here. They gonna get their gold coins in their boxes. Big shout out to you, Wildcat, Mary Beanie, the latest new tier 1 VIP members. Getting all that shit together. All right, peace out, peace and love. It's time. Didn't take my meds. Gotta go take my meds and chill. Get everything together. All right. So I love y'all for showing up. Don't forget, set your reminders. The Ferrari live lunch for the Wolfpack channel is already out. Go set your reminders so you don't miss it. All right. See y'all soon. Peace and love.